I welcome all of you once again to my class. My name is Jewel and I am dealing with Icsc syllabus Cordova publications. I hope all are fine. So today I am going to take the remaining part of this lesson. I must feed my mother. What plan do you think the man had to become rich? He went to the king and said, "My lord, I have seen a wonderful elephant in the forest." So he went to the king and said, "I have seen a wonderful elephant in the forest. The elephant is big, handsome, and fit for a king." And this elephant is handsome and fit for a king. His skin is spotless white. Spotless means perfectly clean. Spotless white means perfectly clean. Send some of your elephant trainers and soldiers with me. We will catch the elephant and bring him to you. So he said to bring some of your elephant trainers and soldiers with me. We will catch the elephant and bring him to you. We will catch the elephant and bring him to you. Take whoever you need, the king said, and the king asked him to take whoever you need. I shall be glad to have such an elephant at my palace. And the king said that he will be very happy to have such a beautiful elephant in his palace. So the man set out for the forest along with the many elephant trainers and soldiers. So the man is now leaving his place. He is going to the forest along with elephant trainers and soldiers. In the forest, the great white elephant was standing in front of his cave in the cool water of the lake amidst many lotus. So what did you see in the forest? The great white elephant was standing in front of his cave in the cool of the water of the lake amidst many lotus. Amidst means surrounded by something. The elephant was standing amidst of many lotus. The tip of its tusk shone in the sun, and you can see the tips of his tusk were shone in the sun, were shining in the sun. The man went up to the elephant, caught him by the trunk and said, he went to the elephant and caught the elephant by the trunk and said, "You must come with me," and said that you have to come with me. If you do not, these elephant trainers and soldiers will drag you to Benares, and if you don't, the elephant trainers and soldiers will take you back to Benares. The elephant stood quietly. How did the elephant react? It stood quietly. He knew he was stronger than the man. The elephant knew that the man knew that the elephant was stronger than him. He knew that he was stronger than the man, stronger than all the elephant trainers, stronger than the king's soldiers. He knew that if he wanted to, he could kill anyone who came to catch him. So the elephant knows that he is stronger than all the king's elephant trainers and stronger than the king's soldiers, and he was able to kill anyone who comes to catch him. But do you think the elephant will harm anybody? But do you think the elephant is going to harm? I do not wish to harm anyone, said the elephant to himself. The elephant is saying, I don't have any wish to harm anyone, and stood with his head low. The elephant just stood with his head low. So the man to whom he had done a good turn caught him, and along with the elephant trainers and soldiers took him to the city of Benares. So the man to whom he had done a good turn, so the man who had helped this elephant, so the man to whom he had done a good turn caught him. The man caught this elephant along with the elephant trainers and soldiers and took him to the city of Benares. Alone and sad in her cave, the blind mother elephant tossed her head unhappily. Alone and sad in her cave. The blind mother was alone and sad in her cave. The blind mother elephant tossed her head unhappily. Toss means to move one's head upwards is called tossed. Many days have passed. Where is my son? What could have happened to him? He is so big and handsome. I hope he has not been caught by hunters. So now many days have been passed. Where is my son? He is telling, where is my son? The elephant is asking, where is my son? What could have happened to him? What happened to him? He is so big and handsome. My son is so big and handsome. I hope he has not been caught by hunters. Oh, my son, it is not by my side to tell me about the trees, plants, grass, and the coming rain. So the white elephant is very sad that he is not able to meet his son, who used to tell him stories about trees, plants, grass, and the coming rain. Now indeed I am blind, for my son was my pair of eyes. So the elephant is saying, now indeed I am blind. The mother elephant is saying, I am blind. My son was my pair of eyes, and my son was my pair of eyes. An elephant trainer had run ahead, and on reaching the king's palace, he said excitedly to the king. So an elephant trainer, he had run ahead, and reaching the king's palace, he said excitedly to the king, a beautiful white elephant is coming. And he said to the king that a beautiful white elephant is coming. The most beautiful elephant in the world is coming. He said that the beautiful elephant in the world is coming. The king got up from his throne and called out to his servants. So what did the king do? He got up from his throne. Throne means the chair where the king or the queen sit is called the throne. The king got up from his throne and called his servants. Decorate the city, he said his servants to decorate the city. Call the musicians, the conch blowers, and the dancers. Conch blowers means people who blow the shell of a sea creature is called conch blowers. The people of the city and the little children. So the king told the servants to call the musicians, the conch blowers, and the dancers, and the little children. Make a big wide stall for the elephant near the palace. And what did the king say? To make a big wide stall for the elephant near the palace. Near the palace you have to make a stall for the elephant near the palace. Make it of multicolored cloth. How should the palace be built? With multicolored cloth. Decorate the bamboo poles with silk flags and garlands of flowers. And told to decorate the bamboo poles with silk flags and garland of flowers. For my new royal elephant, get the best rice in the city, so that my royal elephant get the best rice in the city. After 7 days, the great white elephant arrived in Benares. So after 7 days, the white elephant is now reached Benares. The people of the city remarked, how splendid, see? And seeing the white elephant, the people of the city said, how splendid, how grandly he walks. And see how grandly the elephant walks, how grandly he waves his ears, how his body shines, and how the elephant's body shines, how noble he looks. Noble means having fine qualities, is called noble. The elephant was taken to his special stall while music played, laughter and happy voices filled the air. See, when the elephant was taken to the special stall, music was played and laughter and happy voices were filled in the air. The king greeted him. The king welcomed him. Welcome, white elephant of the forest. Welcome. And he said, welcome to the forest. Welcome, white elephant of the forest. Welcome. He said, white elephant of the forest, welcome. The king then offered him a golden bowl filled with cooked rice. So what did the king offer the offered the white elephant a golden bowl filled with cooked rice. Eat, he said, eat, please. So the king, how did the king feed the elephant? He gave rice for the elephant in a golden bowl and asked him to eat, and asked the elephant to eat. Do you think the elephant will eat rice? Do you think the elephant is going to eat? The elephant did not move. The elephant was not moving. He stood straight and still. The elephant just stood straight and still. Without feeding my mother, I do not eat, he said. What did the elephant say to the king? I will not eat unless I feed my mother. Eat at least one morsel for my sake, great elephant, said the king. So the king said, eat at least one morsel. Morsel means a small amount, especially food. You just eat a small amount of food, said the king. No, said the elephant. Without my mother, I eat nothing. So what did the elephant reply to the king? No, I will not eat unless I feed my mother. My mother is blind. The elephant is saying that his mother is blind. She must be pining for me. She must be pining. Pining is becoming sad. She must be pining for me. Lying on the mouth of the cave. She must be lying on the mouth of the cave. I can see her, sad and forlorn. See, I can see my mother. She is sad and forlorn, beating her foot against the roots of a tree. I saw her beating her foot against the roots of a tree. The king stood silent for a moment. The king just stood silent for a moment. Then turning to his elephant trainers and soldiers, he said, take the elephant back to the forest. Take him to his mother. So the king stood silent. So he was turning to his elephant trainers and soldiers, and he said, take this elephant back to the forest. Take him to his mother. The nobles and the people gathered there, clapped and shouted with joy. Hearing the king's decision, the nobles and people who gathered there clapped and shouted with joy. So the white elephant returned to the forest. So the white elephant is now going back to the forest. As he came to the lotus lake near the cave, he drew some cool water in his silvery trunk, and when he saw his blind mother lying down on the floor of the cave, he sprayed the water on her body. So as he came to the lotus lake near the cave, he drew some cool water in her silvery trunk. So when the elephant reached near the cave, what did he do? He drew some cool water in his silvery trunk, and when he saw his blind mother lying down on the floor of the cave, he sprayed the water on her body. She immediately stood up, and seeing the water spraying, she immediately stood up. What gentle rain blows into this cave, she said. She is thinking, what this gentle rain blows into the cave, she said. Has my son come back? And she's asking, has my son come back? I am back, answered the white elephant. The elephant said, I am back. The king had set me free. The blind mother was overjoyed. Overjoyed means extremely happy. The white elephant was overjoyed to hear her son's voice. She was overjoyed to hear her son's voice. May the king live long, she said, and may the king live long. The white elephant fed his mother with wild fruits and berries. How did the white elephant feed his mother? She fed his mother with wild fruits and berries. Only then did he eat. Only then the elephant ate. The days passed in peace and happiness. In Banaras, the king often thought of the great white elephant and his blind mother in the forest. In Banaras, the king always used to think of the white elephant and the blind mother who lives in the forest. I wish I could stay near that wonderful white elephant and his mother, he said. And what the king wished? The king wished to stay with the white elephant and his blind mother. One day, the king built a city for himself near the lake of lotus in the forest. So what did the king do one day? He built a city. He built a city near the lake of lotus in the forest. Then every day he would spend some time with the white elephant and his blind mother, so that the king was able to spend some time with the white elephant and his mother, bringing them fruits, roots and flowers. As children, it is our duty to look after our parents. So what is the moral of the lesson? It is our duty to look after our parents. I hope you all understood this lesson. Please go through this lesson. Please don't forget to share this with your friends and relatives. I hope you all understood the meaning of this lesson. Okay children, I will meet you in the next class, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please send your comments. I hope you all understood this lesson. I'll meet you in the next class. Until then, bye.